about the guy you're planning on marrying, Haven. I really like to think he's a 1 in a million type of guy. Like the kind of guy with the perfect looks, perfect body, and perfect style. And for me, that means he's the perfect man and should belong to me.
Huh? What are you talking about all of a sudden?
Thank you so much for bringing a man like him to my attention. I'm finally starting to believe that a thing like destiny is actually true. And, that my destiny just so happens to be him.
What are you talking about, Gracie? I never brought him to your attention, okay? I just brought him over to meet everyone in the family before we plan to get married.
And from that point on, I really started to like him a lot. Haven, do you mind giving him to me?
Please don't say such stupid stuff. He's my fiancé. Did you forget that? I've no reason to be handing him over to anyone. I get that you always want whatever I have for some reason or another, but you have to understand by now that I will not give you someone that I love.
But him and I have already traded phone numbers with one another.
What?
And, for some reason, I'm starting to think that he might actually be into me already as well. Well, of course he would fall for me. I happen to be the most loved person when it comes to everyone, so I knew I'd get his love as well.
Wait a second. You stop saying all that crap right now, Gracie. If you even lay a finger on my fiancé, I will not forgive you ever again, and you'll be on my hit list for sure. Understand that?
Did you know that your sister is finally going to get married?
I know that. You didn't have to come to me of all people and say that. Now why are you even talking to me in the first place?
Now what makes you think that you can talk to your mother in that tone? You knew from the start that your fiancé would choose someone like Gracie over you, right? It's only natural that she gets whatever she likes. And as for you, with not a hint of cuteness to your name, it's only fair that he threw you aside for her.
Is that really something you should be saying to your own daughter?
Well, if you had just figured out how to make yourself look attractive, then maybe you would still be with him getting ready for marriage, right? But there's no point in you trying to be somebody worthwhile now. And you will never be able to change the fact that your fiancé threw you away for someone like Gracie.
I'm so tired of all of you. All of you are freaking toxic. It's crazy to think that it's not just my sister that's messed up, but my parents as well, because they always let my sister have whatever she wants. I hate you all.
That is not how you should be speaking of your family. Especially in front of your mother. God, you really are such a mindless idiot. There was no reason for your father and I to love you more than her when you act and think like that.
I understand that you and Dad don't give a crap about me, but the fact that my own little sister stole my fiancé from me and is now being backed up by my parents is just dumb. How dare you think it's okay to kick a dead horse like you have been? Just leave me alone already. I'm going to cut ties to all of you to make sure I never have to be hurt by all of you again.
You're cutting ties to us? There's no way you could get away with something like that. You are nothing more than a stupid baby that needs us.
I don't believe that I am a stupid baby.
Haven't you realized yet that you're the older sister? And that it's your job as the older sister to give everything you have to your little sister? Or are you still blind to the reality of things?
I realized that a long time ago, and I've also learned because of that I don't need a mother or sister anymore.
And I've always been trying to say to everyone that I only ever needed one daughter. I am so glad your father and I did such a good job raising Gracie. Oh.
I'm done here. Go ahead and say whatever else you'd like. I'm cutting ties with all of you right now. Goodbye forever, dickheads.
Why are you not answering my calls? You should be more than able to answer a call from your own mother.
And who is it that's been calling me?
I am not in the mood to deal with your stale jokes.
Well, I have no idea who you are, so can you please inform me before we start this little conversation?
I am your mom?
Oh. Why are you trying to get a hold of me when we've been doing so well staying out of one another's business for the past 2 years? You have a daughter that you and your husband both love way more than me, so go on and bug her about it. I'm not in the mood to be belittled by you anymore. Now leave me alone. Goodbye.
You really have not changed at all, have you? Freaking mouthy little witch that shouldn't even pass for a woman. That's why it sucks for me to have to sit here and ask you this.
What do you want to ask me?
Right now, Gracie is in a lot of trouble. She is seriously ill and will need a lot more help before she can get better.
What are you even talking about? Do you actually think I care that she's sick? Because I don't.
I can't believe you're not even worried about your little sister right now. I guess I should have known this is how things would go. Are you really going to sit there and say that you're not worried about your dying sister?
Just hurry up and get on with what you have to ask me. If you keep it up with all the emotional BS, then my energy will all go to waste before the day's event's over.
She's going to need a donor. An organ donor because of her illness. From what we're being told, if you give her one of your kidneys, she'll have a very good chance of fully recovering. So, now that you're aware of that, can you please call the hospital and set up the date you'll give her one of yours? We have to get all of that handled soon because it might be a few weeks before the surgeon can take you.
What the hell are you going on about?
Have you not been listening to me? We are going to need one of your kidneys, so we have to hurry up and pick a date to prepare for the surgery. They said that if you're quick enough, they can get you in tomorrow morning for that surgery even.
What? What the hell is going on here? Are you actually mentally retarded or something?
I want to know what kind of nerve you have calling your mother that. The only one here, that is you.
So you're trying to tell me that you want to use one of my kidneys? And you want to use it for Gracie, who is deathly sick?
Absolutely. You are her older sister, so give her your dang kidney already.
I've been living the past 2 years of my life in peace after cutting ties to all of you. And here I am, once a peaceful day like today, having to listen to you about people I really don't care about. And about how you have a stupid request for me.
What is with you calling all of us stupid? I am just telling you how things have been and how they're going to be, right? It's only right for you to become her donor because you're her older sister. You can forget about how she stole your fiancé from you already and give her that dang kidney she needs.
I don't have any little sisters anymore, though.
What?
I haven't had any parents or little sisters for the past 2 years, so have you lost your mind or something? You're not even old enough yet to be going senile or anything, so it's really a shame you see you in that state. Thank God you're not my family anymore, because I would hate to have to take care of you when you do get old enough to be legitimately crazy.
What are you saying? Tell me what any of that means.
What the hell do you mean, give us your kidney? Who do you even think you are to me anymore to say something like that? You should be asking me in a much more polite tone, at the very least, if you're going to ask that from a stranger like me.
I don't give a crap about being polite when it comes to you. You're going to be giving Gracie one of your kidneys, right?
Well, no matter how you go about asking me, I'm not planning on giving her one.
What?
Why do you think I should give one of my organs to a complete stranger? Of course I'd be saying no to that. I don't know how many more times I'll have to say this, but put your head on straight and think for once, you crazy old loony.
Oh, who the hell? Is anything I'm saying even entering your ears? She is on her deathbed right now. Gracie is on her deathbed. She has an illness that is literally going to kill her, and you're not going to do a thing? Do you really still call yourself an older sister by doing that? If you're really her older sister, then you'll give her one of your kidneys.
Oh, jeez, this is just dumb now. You and Dad were the ones that always cared about her over me, so would you please leave me alone now and figure something else out yourselves? I don't think you understand just how little I like the three of you buffoons. You're not even my mother to me anymore. Gracie isn't my little sister, and Dad isn't my father.
Excuse me?
Ever since you let Gracie just get away with taking my fiancé from me, I stopped thinking of her as my sister and as you as my parents. That was literally the last straw for me, and you guys pulled that sucker from me like it was free or something. So now that you understand my feelings, can you quit it? Just be quiet and go find yourself a donor like everyone else. By being put on a donor list. It's really stupid for you to even ask me things like that in the first place.
What kind of attitude is that? Have you forgotten that your father and I were the ones that raised you?
Oh, I forgot about that a long time ago, actually. Honestly, I was wondering if you guys ever did anything in the first place to show that you were raising me. That's how little I care. I guess I can thank you for giving birth to me, but that would be one hell of a stretch right there. Because ever since you gave birth to Gracie, my life has been like living in a labor camp. You and Dad always thought about Gracie all the time and put me on the back burner. No, wait. You just dumped me in the trash like you didn't even need me anymore.
We had no choice in that matter. You were the older sister and Gracie is your little sister, so...
So what? As a mother, you should be more than capable of caring for 2 kids. But instead you only focused on Gracie, and my whole life I felt like I was never even a part of the family. Whenever Gracie wanted something of mine, you would let her have it. I thought I was finally in the clear after leaving your guys' house, but that feeling of safety only lasted so long. Because not far down the road, Gracie was back stealing my fiancé from me, and you were just letting it happen. Well, I've got to cut ties to all of you now, so stop trying to act like I think you guys are anything more than strangers. Stop asking me such stupid requests. You're all just selfish pricks.
The fact that you would say all that to me is awful. So you're telling me that I'm really not like a mother to you anymore? Throwing away your family like that is the worst sin one can commit.
I really thought I made it obvious to you this whole time that I don't care for any of you anymore. Who was it again that my whole life acted as though I didn't need to be cared for and could fall second to my sister's wishes all the time, while also picking on me any chance they got? I don't really think it was me that threw you guys away, but you guys that threw me away. And that happened long before today. I don't even remember the last time I thought of you guys as family, to be honest.
So because of that, you're not going to help your little sister?
Ugh. Like I've been saying, she's not my little sister to me anymore. You're being a witch about all of this now. I have her blocked ever since she took my fiancé away from me, so don't think she has any chance of talking me into giving her any help.
She has always been telling me about how she can't get a hold of you. The reason for that was because you've had her blocked? Blocking your own little sister's phone number like that.
Jesus freaking Christ! She is not my little sister anymore! I have a new world now that I live in with new people, and you guys are not a part of it. So leave me the frick alone!
What do you mean? Huh?
I got married last year.
What? You got married?
And from what I've heard, Gracie ended up leaving the man she stole from me not too long after I left, right? I guess I was lucky to never marry that guy after all, especially since he was cheating on me with her right before our marriage. Freaking dick. But I'm happy I never had to deal with him again after he left me for her.
It's because of that man that Gracie has had to go through a lot of heartache. And if you want me to take the blame back even further, you were the one that introduced him to Gracie.
Huh? So that's my fault now. You're brain dead. I just brought him over the house one time to see everyone before we got married is all. If anything, it should be your guys' fault for letting her take that man away from me right before we got married. So why bother blaming me for something like that now?
Gracie has nobody else to rely on right now besides her family. So you should be just as much to blame for what happened to her as the rest of us. So can you please do something to make up for your wrongs? You happen to have 2 kidneys, so it shouldn't be a problem to hand one over to her, right?
I told you that I'm married now, right?
That has nothing to do with this.
It does, though. I'm pregnant right now.
What?
There's no way I'd be able to give her one of my kidneys right now, even if I wanted to. But even if I wasn't pregnant, she wouldn't be getting anything from me anyways.
Are you serious? Are you really going to throw your family away like that?
You guys have never been my family, Lo. So how would I go about throwing away something I never had to begin with? The only family I have now is my husband's family and nobody else. Luckily for me, his whole family is made up of really kind-hearted people who have been supportive of me in every way. I've been able to tell them everything about what's happened between myself and you guys, and they listened and understood me. They've all treated me like I've always been a part of their family, and I'll never leave them.
Who cares that they care about you? They are all just strangers. You are my real daughter, all right? And Gracie is your real sister. Do you not want to stay with us?
I once did want to stay with you all, but that was before Gracie opened her mouth. Ever since that day, you guys have all been more distant to me than strangers. You're all like aliens. Like I will never be able to meet any of you in my lifetime.
No way. You're making it seem like you really won't help your sister.
By the way, there's something I'm wondering about. Why haven't you given her one of your kidneys yet?
What?
If the doctor said I was able to match with her, then that should mean anyone in the family can, right? So why am I the only person you're asking? Why do I have to go through all of this for people that I don't care for?
Well, you were the youngest of us all. I'm almost in my 60s now, right? If she were to get one of my kidneys.
Look at that. You don't give a crap about helping her and would rather force me to do it. You're such a sly little cunt. Just go help her yourself already if you care so much about her. Stop asking me like I would ever do something like that for any of you.
But you both are sisters, so you should want to help her more than me. Why are you not more open to that?
Ugh. Go away already. It's gone on for too long now, and I need to put my phone down.
Wait!
This is the last time? What final things do you have to say to me?
When will my grandchild be born? Your child is my grandchild, right? You're going to let me see them, right? Hey, I really want to see my first grandchild. I want to hug and kiss them like I have myself a baby again. So you'll be able to let me see them when they're born, right? Also, once you've had the baby, you'll be more than willing to give Gracie a kidney, right? Right?
Wow. I knew it. I was just going to block you, but I wanted to see where all of this was going. But no, it's confirmed now. I've confirmed that I need to block all of you and never ever let you into my life again.
What? No, wait. I really do want to see my grandchild.
No worries. Already prepared myself to tell them when they come of age that I never had any parents, and that their only grandparents are my in-laws. They'll never know a thing about you guys. They'll never want to meet you guys. And most of all, you will never get to know a thing about them. Now good luck looking for a donor that'll work with Gracie. I'm blocking you now, you screwed up witch. Naturally, since all of them were like complete strangers to me, I never ended up donating a kidney to them. But soon after that day, word got out about how my husband happens to have some money, and due to that, those freaks started to try with all they had to find us. They went all over town shouting my name, trying to find me, and even started to put up posters saying that I was kidnapped and that if anyone saw me to have my whereabouts reported to them. But the thing is, my husband and I didn't even live in that state anymore, so I'm not sure like they were going to have any luck finding me like that. And having already blocked all of them on every form of social media as well, of course, they were never able to find where we were living. As of right now, Gracie is still in the hospital hooked up to a dialysis machine and has not found herself a donor yet. I really hope that right now she's regretting her whole life and wishes that she had just been a bit nicer to her older sister. And I'm sure that really soon here things will begin to go sour between her and Mom. As for myself, I was able to give birth to a happy and healthy baby boy. Right now, I'm really looking forward to becoming a great mother. And if I'm ever to have another baby, I'll make sure that they are loved just as much as my first son will be.